Yeah. It's about that time. Did I make them pay twice? Tom, they paid for you for 6 months in a row. They give you a 6-month gifted. Where are my glasses? Okay. As is customary, Big Reese. Ooh. Bangs are looking a bit whack today. There we go, that's better. Because it is 5 p.m., it looks like there's a supernova in here. I want a new webcam. I don't need a crazy one. I don't need this to look nearly as good as that. But I want one that has better colors, that is better light. Like, what is going on here? It isn't even half that bright. It's not even a fourth that bright. Like, can I shade this? It doesn't really help. It's not even close to being that bright. It's 5 p.m. You have goldfish in your bed too? That was me whipping. How's everyone doing today? Thanks for all the re-ups. We're at 8 months. And I think I saw Andy gifted somebody. Thank you, Andy. Medai, Horse, Saku, Serve. Ben, 8 months. I'm in the desert. It's going to look like that. It doesn't look like that to my eyes. How am I? We're goated now. Doing mediocre because you've been working, not drawing. Have tummy ache? You're being brave about it, though? That's what I like to see. Shell just woke up. That's me whipping again. I have the Freerin OST playing today. That's what we're going to listen to while I am painting. There's a ghost the camera's picking up? Well, it better either fuck off or kill me, because it's been hovering over my bed for weeks. Make a choice, you know? Indecision is bad. I'm fishing a Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, we love that game. Got out of work, so now you're gonna be lazy? Well, then you're in the fucking perfect place. I need to stop swearing. Like, was that an appropriate place for that word? Some people will tell you that any place is an appropriate place, but, like, what if I became a person that, like, used it sparingly, like, for effect? If we cared, we wouldn't be here. I know you guys don't care. I'm trying to decide if I care. Today I played World of Warcraft. Did the Darkheart patch storyline. It was short, but that's fine. There weren't enough... Everyone's like, wow, do the Darkheart storyline. You get some void weapon appearances. It was 2 weapons, an offhand, and a shield. They all look good, but shields aren't used by almost every class in the game, and offhands are only used by a few, and even then, maybe only 50% of the time. The sword looks cool. But again, who's using one-handed swords? Rogues? I know most of you guys don't play WoW, but that was just I did today. Clueless? You're Demon Hunter? You're not using Warglaives on your Demon Hunter. The one class that can use them. It does give you a purple snake, so there is that. You get a purple snake. She has fist weapons, Mog to swords. Why not Mog them to warglaives? Can you not mod fist weapons? No, surely you can. To be fair, most of the warglaives post-Legion have looked awful. Absolutely rancid. Absolutely rancid. Other update? Trazodone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, stinky. Empty. My script is filled. It's just it's sent, but not filled. Like, I'm waiting for my pharmacy to get back to me. It's fine. If I don't sleep tonight, whatever. Because I still got the good stuff, you know? As long as I have that one, I'll be okay. As I do every month when I'm out of Trazodone, I try to decide, okay, well, maybe next time I will, like, maybe this time I'll wean myself off of it so I can sleep like a normal human again. And I can never do it. I've tried to wean myself off of it a few times, and I never can. Maybe I have to be better. Because it's not like... You take that too, twinsies? Let's go, Lebendez. It's not like I sleep poorly on it. It's just now I can't sleep without it. So, like, in any eventuality, when I don't have the pills, I forget to take it, I'm out, I don't have them on me because I'm somewhere else. Like, I can't sleep. So, like, when I was in Japan and couldn't get refills, I was literally fucking rationing them. I was cutting my pills in half. It just takes some time? Yeah. We'll try again, maybe. We'll try it again. You're taking them and melon? You need both? That's wild. I'm taking 50 mgs Trazodone. It's worked fine for me, but now I'm chemically dependent, and I'm not sure how much I like that for sleeping. Anyone else got anything going on today? My blinds are also, by the way, my blinds are completely closed. You can't even see them. They're absorbed in the light. They're closed. So, what if the zombie apocalypse hits? Well, then not sleeping actually becomes, plus? What's good? It's epic. Those blinds are sleeping on the job. It's wild. Gonna do art with a friend later. Super excited. That's so fun. Wow. Yeah, it's too essential of a function to wean yourself off of a med for it. Yeah. But, like, I couldn't sleep without it either. I have the Dilophosaurus plushie over there. Yeah, it hangs out there. On top of my pillow stack. I don't miss the brain zaps and they wean me off the pills. Yeah. It is a pretty big plush that I got in one attempt. I truly am the best. About to hit real insomnia manic hours soon. I think at most I'll go one day without it, so it'll be okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll sleep tonight, I say as I open up a monster at 5 p.m. No, I'm not going to drink a whole lot of this if I don't have... Hi, Das. Bad flavor choice? It's fine. Most of my boo-boos are gone. That's pretty good. This one's almost faded. I had a lot of boo-boos for a while there. Do you remember that? Does everyone remember all the boo-boos? This one was pretty bad. This one was pretty bad. Too many boo-boos. I've had... You guys should have seen me in high school. It was bad. Holy shit. Maybe less monsters before bed. I try not to drink them most days. But today I needed one. I was a sleepy buddy. I should have opened it up earlier. I had this sitting on my desk for 2 hours. Unopened, mind you. I took it out of the fridge and sat it on my desk at 3 p.m. I should have started drinking it earlier. Okay. Not lukewarm. No, it's still cold to the touch because it was unopened. It didn't, like, air out. It's, like, halfway between fridge temp and room temp. So I wouldn't say... Maybe you'd say that's lukewarm. It's not lukewarm. It's not even close, I would say. It's still cold. Just not fridge temp. He's always sleepy? Okay. With all that shit out of the way. Sometimes a hot car monster hits different. That is disgusting. With all that out of the way, it's time. Hit my ring on the desk. We'll set this shit up. Whoa, big hit. It was a big hit. Okay. Interesting. There we go. I'm not sure how I feel about this camera angle. It seems slightly too far to the right. Like there. Maybe not, though. Maybe it's just too zoomed out. That's fine. Huh. Anyone playing the hit Mr. Beast and Balloons TD6 collab? Is that real? Is that a real thing? As is usual, we're gonna see if the camera will stay in focus today. It was doing good the other day, and I think that's because I had a whole sheet here. So maybe I'd do that again, but I don't know what I'd use. It likes the high contrast of the black and white, I think. Do kids who watch Mr. Beast know about balloons? I don't think so. What did I use? It was the instruction manual last time. I want to meet Mr. Beast so he can give me a new car. That'd be awesome. Do I keep my boxes? I could cut a panel off one and use the plain side. That's not a bad idea. Or I could not do that instead. And just get one of these old instruction manuals out and just like we'll see. It liked this last time. Maybe this one because it's darker in color. That's not even what we're painting. The Tyranid Combat Patrol. We have all of those assembled and half of it painted. Okay. Like I said, in the title and on other places, we are painting the Kroot. The Kroot kill team. I think they're called the Farstalker Kinband. We'll see if we can get all 10 of them done today. I'm not wanting to go super duper long, so I don't know what we're gonna get. Kroot traditionally have green to blue skin. So we'll just kind of pick a color, and we'll try to give them, maybe pick 5 colors that we're going to use for the skin, and do 2 of each. So we'll just pick a few different greens. That's a little too... What's this one? A blue-green? And then a green-blue. Like kind of a cyan almost? What is the Kroot lore? They're aliens that are part of the Tau Empire who absorb the genetic data of the things they eat, and so they can choose the evolutionary path that they follow. So they can take traits from other species. Miku color? I wouldn't say it's that saturated, but it's cyan. So much glare. It's cyan. Chimera ants? Is that how chimera ants work? Other things we're gonna need are a couple browns. They have a lot of leather on them. So where's... Satchel brown is dark. There was that one, maybe dark wood. That one's a bit darker. Where's that one, like, hardened leather? Where's that at? Oh, hardened leather. We'll take those out. We have black already out, I believe, right? Yup. We'll start there. That is what we will start. Okay. Well, just fucking pick a guy. I think we'll start with our good friend Two Guns. It's only customary to start with the leader, right? Okay, well... Taking in his evil details. I'm not too worried about hitting the leather with the skin tone, but also would like to avoid it where possible. So he's got like leg socks, but the feet are cut out, and the knees are cut out. He's got a belt, he's got kind of a crop top, he's got a cape. He's got leather vambraces. He's got a mask on his head. Okay. That's not too terrible, honestly. My first Reese painting stream. Well, Peaky Pixie, you are in for something. As in, it's going to be a chill stream where I really struggle to keep things in focus the whole time. I kind of like the idea of maggot skin as a color for one of the skin tones. I find it to be kind of a quintessential Kroot color, this kind of pale yellow-green. So we'll make him maggot skin. How come every time I start streaming, the fucking neighbor's dog, I know you guys can't hear it, but I can, as I've said before, I can hear the neighbor's dog through my fucking floor. Because they live beneath me, and their dog doesn't shut up. And I love dogs, don't get me wrong, but I also appreciate when dogs are well behaved. A dog that doesn't shut up is the owner's fault, not the dog's. I think he has another leg strat. Or is that a scar? Oh, good lord. Now, you know what? Before I start, I should get their instruction manual out. Big news. Cookies and... It's cut off on my phone. Tanner, please help. their box. There it is. It's a scar. Okay. Cookies and cream Yoo-hoo? What the fuck is that? That sounds kind of epic, actually. Okay, well, I think it might be easier for y'all to see what's going on when I have a weird backing like this, too. Instead of the grid. But never seen Tanner so happy in your 32 years knowing him? Wow. I have. I've seen him that happy before. Motherfucker. On the day he stole my wife. Yeah, I like this color. And we are just going to pick out all of the skin with it. We don't want to lay it on too thick, but we also have a, those of you who have been here before will know, a Wraithbone undercoat in the primer. So it's going to add a lot of warmth to anything we put on top of it. So I'm not super worried about having this be super thick, because the Wraithbone's really going to help, because it's a pale color and then also off-white. The camera washes the Wraithbone more than it is in person. It is like a bone color, like a very pale tan. Yeah, I'm already liking the way that's turning out. I just want to make sure I go up to all the boundaries of where his feet meet the leg brace. It is kind of a leg brace, huh? Who are these little critters? This is a Kroot. Are they just some xenofricks? Yeah, they are xenofilth. Scum of the earth. Absolute disgust. If I was in the Imperium of Man, I too would hate Xenos. I too would abhor the alien and the mutant. I just put something on there that I didn't want to. No, I don't want to color his tummy. His tummy's supposed to stay unpainted. They're kind of like the Ninja Turtles, where their tummy is a different color than the rest of them. But because I got there fast, I just got a wet brush and I just painted all of the paint off. Isn't that fun how that works? Bryn is sending me images on Discord. I don't hear from Bryn that often these days, which is, you know, just the consequences of us living so far away. And him being, you know, a hardworking young man, and me being a degenerate, unemployed bum. It's funny, you'd think that these would take longer to paint than like a Space Marine, because of all the details on these that a Space Marine doesn't have. But because they're so organically shaped and they have these very natural like muscle structures and like bends in fabric and things, I think this will actually go really fast, because I don't have to worry about like coffee staining and stuff. The paint flows into the recesses a lot more easily. I miss Brynwolf. Is it a picture of Kai? Kai is Tim's. Bryn is the other guy. He has like a crop top I'm trying to avoid here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Gotta punch that Tim guy in the mouth. You might see Tim at AX. I know he had said he's gonna try to make it if he can.
Making sure to get his little Kroot butt here in the back behind the cloak. You can kind of see some of it. You know, that's funny. This maggot skin color, you know, it's called maggot skin, and I keep calling it like baby barf because it looks like peas. But used in this context, it actually looks really good, which is super funny. It makes a good like reptilian, like lizard skin color. Cleaning up. Right above the gun, there's just the tiniest sliver of forearm that I'm trying to get. There we go. This little Kroot armpit. Let's get a little bit more paint. Yeah, the Kroot are weird. They're kind of like lizards, but then they're also kind of avian. I don't know exactly what kind of animal they're most like. But they are strange, indeed. Dinosaurs? Yeah. There's a faction, I talked about this in the Discord the other day. There's a faction of Eldar called the Exodites. And they specifically, in lore, ride animals that look exactly like Earth dinosaurs. They ride Triceratops. They ride Brontosaurus. And they haven't gotten like an official model in like 40 years. And everyone really wants them to make some fucking Eldar Exodite models, because that would be awesome. The fucking dinosaur riders. I think I have most of his skin now at this point. I just have to finish up the skin on his head, which you actually can't see much of because of his mask. Ugh, excuse me. Don't know why I'm sneezing. There's no pollen here. I live in a desert. That is one of the epic things about living here, from living in an area that's very woodsy and foresty. There is no pollen in this state. Because there's no trees. There's no plants. Where would the pollen come from? There's kind of an awkward spot to reach the back of his neck here on his left side, because he's got his arm raised. You know, I was using this brush the other stream, and I was saying that it was really poop. But I'm using it now, and it's got a nice sharp point, so I don't know what was wrong with it then. But it's working just fine now. Alrighty, any skin that I missed? I don't think so. Both hands, both arms, both feet, front and back. Head. Neck. I think that's that. Everyone has their off days, even brushes. True. Is there sand, rough and coarse, and gets everywhere? Not really. Not really. It's like the Badlands. Okay, well now you have to decide. For variety's sake, I think there's going to be two kinds of leather. Like soft leather and hard leather. And I'm kind of just going to get a feel for what's what. Like belts and pouches should all be one color. And then maybe like the arm socks and masks and leg warmers should be a color. Looking at the box here, it's just a lot of earthy tones. Black, brown, a very deep, like burnt, like brick color. Well, let's go for it. Shit. I think we'll do dark brown for the leg socks, black in some places, and then the satchel brown on belts and pouches. You can't really do wrong here. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do. It's not like I'm afraid of messing it up. So we have settled on, I think this is satchel brown. For his little socks. And we're going to be careful, but our brush is actually good, so it shouldn't be too hard. But we're going to be careful. What the hell was that giant water droplet? It almost ruined us there. I thought I dried the brush off. Big old water droplet almost owned me. Hello, Zenko and Zenko Raiders. I need to fucking get all this water up now. Motherfucker. Gotta dry him off. Okay. Hello, Zenko Raiders. Zenko, I hope your Katamari Damacy was good. I hope you had a fun time playing Katamari. I've never played a single Katamari game, though I'm familiar with them. I've never played one myself. It wasn't? Unlucky. Sometimes it be that way on this bee of an earth. You know, I could go really fast with this and kind of be fast and dirty, but I kind of think that's less fun. It's more fun to like practice brush control and like try to get this clean. I say as I just get brown on his kneecap. You just kind of get your brush wet and you can get most of it off. And if I'm really worried about it, the other day I bought, where'd it go? Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I bought the Wraithbone Pot. You can't read it because it's a white on white, but this is the same color as the primer. So if I make any mistakes, I can just paint over them with this color and then put the base coat back over it, and it'll get the same as it was. So if I get a big smudge of brown somewhere, like on his skin, that I don't want, I can just go over it with that. Where's all this fucking water coming from, man? Do you think the Kroot feels sexy wearing these? They're leather leg warmers. I think they should. Feel sexy, that is. Leather makes everything sexy. They're styling. I think they chafe. These things are really tight. I'm not sure how much they chafe. There isn't a lot of room for them to, like, move around. Or itch ya. Like, you can make out his, like, fucking thigh muscles back here. Camera, you were doing good, but I think I moved out of the center, so it made you mad. My bad, camera. Hello, Maze. So he's like, really slutty? Yeah. Good for them, honestly. If I was a lesser alien species in a greater alien empire, I too would be a little slutty with it, I guess. Like, what else is there to do, you know? Going over some of it again, that you did another coat. Again, it's normal for things to take at least 2 coats. It will be rare for something to only need 1. I talk about that all the time. Sometimes doing 2 coats is really annoying. Sometimes it's not. Like his skin mostly only needed 1 coat because it was a light color going over a light color, so it wasn't hard. You kind of want that undercolor to show through. But with this, it's a really dark color going over a really light color, and so in a lot of places you'll have to go over it twice. Which is just fine. Finally made a stream, been running around for days. Well, that's a-okay, there will be plenty of streams for you to catch. Just gotta be patient with it. That Wraithbone pot will make mistakes a lot easier to fix, but that doesn't mean I want to necessarily make them. I think it's good practice to work like a mistake. You always have to remember that any mistake is fixable, but it's good practice to act like they cannot be undone. To make as few as you can. The border of this fucking thing around his knee is hard to hit. But it can be done. Alrighty. Undude? Is that not a word? Undone, I guess, huh? Undo just makes sense. This color dries a lot darker than it looks. That's the other thing that you want to do. Familiarize yourself with your paints. What they look like wet and dry. Because the true color of this paint is definitely darker than you would expect it to be. I wanted it to be dark though, so this is fine. I wanted the dark. Camera! Evil foe camera. Just got in from priming some plastic dudes. Just a reminder to use protection when priming. I certainly don't, though I don't think that's good. I think you're right, but I don't use it. I even have it and I didn't even put it on. What were you priming? What plastic dudes? I definitely should wear my my painting mask. I just forget that I have it. And I prime outside, so it's not that big a deal, but a mask is better than none every time. Lumi, thanks for the Prime sub. Thanks for the Prime, Lumi. Camera, okay. Sorry, Lumi Bell. The other Lumi. I'm cooler? Okay, we're not having a Lumi off. Both Lumis are just fine. You see? I removed the thing, and it's wanting to focus on the back. We'll see. We'll see. He's got little vambraces that need to be painted this brown. I'm just going to try to clean up a little, but if I can't, I'll just paint it over again in Wraithbone. I'm not super duper worried about it. Any other bits that I want to hit with this color? Oh, his mask. Oh, that's going to be hard. Tyranid box? You mean orc terrain? No. Recian Pecian, how am I this evening? I'm well. I'm feeling pretty good. I'm excited to be painting. And as such, we're having a good day for those reasons. Sometimes I really want one of those magnifying glasses. Because it's nothing about my eyes being bad at this distance. I can see perfectly fine. It's just so tiny that sometimes it's really hard to make out what I'm doing. I shouldn't need it though, right? I shouldn't need it. Camera! Motherfucker. It's literally in the dead center of frame, camera. It's in the dead center. Please. When they show restoration people with those glasses, all the different magnification lenses, it seems useful for this hobby. Yeah. If you guys haven't been here before for a painting stream, the fight against camera is an ever ongoing one. I try not to move where I place the model, but it drifts as it does, you know? Because, like, of course it would. I'm painting something that's 30 millimeters tall. Sometimes you gotta adjust where it is. See, like, come on, man. I'm watching this because the stream that I have up is delayed. I'm watching it unfocused in real time, and I'm sitting here. Will it refocus by itself without me having to touch it? Really? You're a bastard, camera. You're a bastard. Did you know that? Really? Even a... Here you go, buddy. How about this? How about this? Do we like this better? The answer seems to be yes. It's so strange that it likes the grid so much. I don't know how cameras work, but it really likes the grid. I was fussing with the camera so much, I needed to re-wet my brush. Come on, man! Motherfucker, it's worse than usual today. Oh, but it did focus automatically once I got the model back in center frame. Very interesting. The other thing, though, is this is kind of sticky paper. It gets stuck to my wrist when I place my hand down on it. I don't know. I need to find an alternative. It does almost work, though. It does almost work. It is very annoying, though. The backside of a box? Yeah. I'll grab something different in just a second once I finish his mask. I also didn't paint his eyes, like the skin around his eyes. Should probably do that, no? I know the camera. Give me one moment. Almost. We're almost at a stage where I can... Okay. Okay. Hiya. I have an old box here that I will try to cut down to size. Wow, guys, hobby blades sure are sharp. Sure would be painful if you cut yourself with one. Good thing I would never do that, right? Okay. Up. I primed on this box the other day, and it was kind of primer dusty. Okay. We'll try this now. Well, that's enough of that color. I wanted to use the lighter brown. This one. This one is hardened leather. Which on the palette looks very similar, but on the model, this one leans much more orange. It's weird that the light seems to be like it's reflecting differently off of... I mean, it is, because it's brown. It's really fucking focusing on the cardboard. Camera, you are a motherfucker. Oh! Okay. I just have to literally keep it in the center of the frame or else the thing gets pissed. This guy is a JRPG character because he wears 2 belts. That's how you know. He wears 2 belts. You mother... If I zoom out just slightly, camera, will you like that that was in? If I zoom out just slightly... Ooh, wait, but what if I zoom in real close like that, though? Wait a sec. Wait a sec. Do you think it'll work if I'm this close? He's got a what appears to be a human skull tied to his waist that has a little bone spoon in it, which is interesting. Has that been the problem the whole time? I just wasn't zoomed in enough. If I zoomed in real close, it would have just been better. I always feared that if I zoomed in super far, it wouldn't stay in focus. But maybe I was thinking about it backwards. Because even when I move to the edge of the frame like that, it's okay. I think the solid BG helps too, but it didn't when I was zoomed out. Painting belts. Gotta make sure I go around the back. I'm not gonna try to get the very back, because that's fucking foolhardy. Thinking that I can paint behind his fucking cape. The detail's sculpted, but there's no point. And I don't even think it's fully sculpted. I think it's only kind of sculpted. I don't know how many of these goobers we're gonna do today, but I'd like to get at least 2 done. Maybe 3. I think I might want his crop top to be black. Or gray. So we can have 3 different color materials on him. These pouches and stuff can be this color though. I really like this color, this hardened leather. It's a really nice color. All the browns in this set are really nice actually. The one thing about being this zoomed in is I have to be way more conscious of where I'm putting him. Like right now, you guys can't fucking see anything. That's the other reason I wanted to be slightly zoomed out. It's easier to keep something on in frame. Fuck's sake. I need to... I have an idea. Where are they? Those are my glasses. There's something else in here that I'm looking for. Is this them? Yeah, that's the one. So this is the ideal position. I need the X right here to be behind his center mass from my eyes. The only Sharpies I have are metallic, because I use them for doing the trim on Chaos Space Marines. I missed a spot with the dark brown that I'm going to fix real quick. And then we'll go back to the satchel, or the hardened leather, rather. He's got like a strap that runs over his shoulder and around his back that has these pouches on it. So I gotta make sure I get all of those. Being careful not to touch his skin or his cape. If I do, it's not the end of the world, but again, I think it's always fun to operate as if making a mistake is undoable. You can fix any mistake, so never feel bad when you make one. But if you act like they're the end of the world, then you learn. You learn brush control, you learn how to keep steady hands. No mistake is the end of the world, ever. It's just paint. You can paint over anything. You can disguise anything. Years ago, a friend promised to explain the Warhammer lore to me after me badgering him about it for weeks. He never did. What the hell? You badgered him for weeks? Why'd you stop? See, like, why did it go out of focus just then? I moved it a millimeter again, and it went back into focus. I'm no Warhammer lorehead. I just know enough. What's that Adventure Time character? That cat that has approximate knowledge of many things? That's me. Goodbye, Four Shores. Thanks for stopping by as normal. Always great to see you. Look how far he's come along. He's looking real good already. What other things do I need to be this color? Unsure. I'm gonna get his skin tone back out. Where is it? This one. Because I wanted to make sure I get his eye sockets. And I think I missed some of his jawline. And he's been mewing, because his jawline's looking really good, I'll be honest. My guy's been making sure to keep up with it. Good for him. Gonna do a second coat of the skin tone in some places. His arm here needs some reinforcement. His hand. Camera. I know I see you, buddy. I didn't move that much. Motherfucker. I don't know if I like being this zoomed in, guys. I have to pay way more attention to where the fucking camera is. And that is hard to do when I am pinhole focused on the mini, because you got to turn him every which way. It's okay when I'm doing big details like skin, because this I can see everything from far away, but like doing those little pouches and shit that are winding around his whole body, that's hard. I'm not so good that I can't, I can do that without fucking turning the model. Who do you think you are? I am. Just going over his skin in a lot of places, though. Just a second coat, making sure that it's looking good. I feel better about that now that we have two coats. I'm not too worried about his beak, because that's going to be done in a different color, but they kind of have an upper jaw that's normal, and then the lower jaw that's the big beak. So I'm not too worried about the beaky part right now. Mewing is when a cat makes a little noise. I think it's a little different than that. There was a color that I wanted. What is this? Dark Oath Flesh. I didn't even know I had this color. Where was I? I'm looking for Gore Gruntifer. Seraphim Sapia I'm gonna need. Where's Gore Gruntifer? Gilliman Flesh. Runelord Brass. Garagax Sewer. I could have sworn I had... Oh, Gore Gruntifer. That's the one. Have y'all watched Dungeon Meshi? My god. I've seen a lot of it, but I haven't watched any. I think we're gonna use this Gore Gruntifer on the quills. It's similar to Satchel Brown, but not. It's got more orange in it. I feel like I'm casting more shadows than I normally do. I haven't moved my lights though. At least I don't think I have. So I don't really know what's going on with that. Camera, you motherfucker. Once I do these quills, I'll try to fix the camera. I don't really know. Not the camera, the lights. Camera is just camera. We're just gonna have to deal with that. Because look how much shadow there is in frame. Why? I'll try to fix it in one moment. I just don't want this paint to dry on my brush. Can I disable autofocus? That's a really good question. The answer is almost unequivocally yes. Do I know how to? No. I'm just a little camera guy, you know? I'm just a little noob. Well, those were annoying to get, but I think I have them. Nope, I didn't. Am I using a webcam? Nah, I have a Sony ZV-E10. I know for certain you can disable autofocus on this thing. I just don't know how, because I'm just a little camera guy. I don't know much about cameras or their functions. Camera, you motherfucker. Okay, lights. Why are we casting so much shadow? Is it you, my friend? Is it you? Not really. Is it because this one isn't high enough, perhaps? Oh, that could be it. Give me a moment. I'm gonna mess with this, cause it's annoying me. We're gonna move this light. Gasp! It almost fell. Gotta screw the base back in. This is screwing up, right? Yes. Okay. Now, let us see. Dropping things, that's fun. Let us see how this goes. Did that even do much? I mean, I think it's it's definitely better, but I don't know what all this fucking shadow is from. Because this light, the one on this side, is almost directly overhead. Like, but now it's casting weird Okay, but what about here? It's casting weird shadows. Ideally, I'd have one giant overhead light, but I just don't have the setup for that. I don't have the space. So I have two separate lights that I have angled, but they're not working as well as I would hope. Is that better than before? Yay or nay? Not the camera focus, the lighting. Yeah, but now it's like fucking in my eyeballs. These freaking quills. Okay, well that's all the gold grunter fur I need on this guy. Clothes. Citadel fucking paint pots. Like this thing, I do not trust it. I have to force that shit back on. I guess it's time to do black. Or maybe I'll do his cape. That's a big part. His cape's gonna be red. Make the cardboard yellow? Huh? I'll just spill my fucking Imperial Fist on it. Red cape. Isn't that a classic? Red cape. Name a cape that's not red. You can't. You could try. I think you'd fail, though. Every cape is red. Batman? No. I don't know what Batman you guys have seen. Batman has always had a red cape. Always, 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 always. You know, Batman Beyond? That's a Batman, right? That we're talking about? The only Batman? From a hit comic, Batman Beyond? Beyond where? Beyond. Beyond. Just beyond. That's it. Like, look how... Why is it so, like, in shadow? It hasn't always been this way, right? Like, I'm not tripping? Is it because we have the cardboard background that I'm noticing the shadows more than on the black background? But I feel like this thing is really shadowed when I turn it, like, this way. Where before it wasn't like that in the other streams. I don't know what I've done, what I've changed. But I think the answer I'm going to come to is nothing. I don't think I changed anything, and yet something's different. I think we might do the inside of his cloak a different color than the outside, so I'm going to be careful. Lighter background makes the figure's shadow seem higher contrast. I think that's it. And I don't like it. I want to remove the cardboard. I don't like it. But then Cardboard Coon is helping us with focus. So what is a man to do? What is a man to do? Grit and bear it? No. No. Surely, no problem is insurmountable. I wish I had the means to, like, mount a light to my ceiling. Directly above my desk. Because that's really what the core of the issue is. I'm unable to light things. I know you guys can't see. Light things directly from above. Too used to the black grid absorbing the light instead of the cardboard reflection. Yeah, I don't like it. We're gonna once I'm done with this red, I'm gonna remove the cardboard. I don't like it. I don't like it. This is a good red though. For any noobs curious, this is Blood Angels red. It looks a bit like Windwalker Bloom. Well, I don't play Wind Waker, rather. I don't play bad games, so I wouldn't know what that looks like. No, I got red on his skin. No! That's okay, we'll fix it. Random question. Got any book recommendations? Brandon Sanderson. Anything written by Brandon Sanderson. The Way of Kings. If you don't mind really, really long books, is a good starting point. Mistborn. If you want something that isn't really, really long and also still written by him. I don't like what I've done with this light either. I'm moving it back. Motherfucker. This is what I get for playing around with my setup. I had it set up that way on purpose. Because I liked it that way. It's like one of those things you gotta screw to unclamp and clamp. So it's gonna take me a second, hold on. Before, this light was sitting near the camera, so the light that it was giving off was mirroring the camera's perspective, so then you guys would get less shadow. I think that was part of what was making it better than it was afterwards. Okay. Okay, oh my god, it's so much better immediately. My first Reese painting stream was exactly as advertised. It's chill, but I'm a fucking idiot. So yeah. Okay, so for the inside of the cape, I want it to be darker than the outside, but I still want it to be red. So I think we're gonna mix probably 50-50 Black Legion with Blood Angels. So I'm just gonna get a few brushfuls of this. You guys can't see it, but I'm putting it on my palette. I'm being careful not to dip the entirety of the brush head into the paint. That is bad. You don't want to get paint in the ferrule of the brush, because that is very bad. You will ruin your brushes that way. Mixing in the same color that the outside of the cape is will unify the two colors. I paid for the whole brush, I'm using the whole brush. You know what, Tanner, that's a really good way of thinking about it, bro. You know what, I take it back, I was wrong. Do what you want with your brushes, you know? So this is now like a really, really deep brown color. I might want more red. Let's add a little bit more red. It's not red enough. Maybe I use too much black. Maybe I'll mix up some more, but be different about it. We will do 3 brushfuls of red and a 1 black. Serve, thanks for gifting Anti-Snowman. I know paint mixing is probably the most fun part of the stream. There, that's better than it was. Okay. Cape lining time. This is going to be dangerous because this is really close to a lot of details that I do not want to get paint on. Camera, I see you. It was focused and then I took it away and then it unfocused. Okay. Currently listening to the Freerin OST, 70 songs. Are there people who paint first, then glue the pieces together? Is that a dumb idea? I am really shocked how many people ask that question. I don't think it's a dumb idea, but like the amount of cleanup that goes into assembling a model after you cut it off the sprue, like if you ever seen me assemble a model, how much trimming and filing and things I have to do, like you would have to ruin your paint job just to get the model together. But that's such a common idea. A bunch of people ask that. I don't think it's a dumb question or a dumb idea. I think it just comes from a place of people not knowing what goes into assembly. But I always find that funny. With all this red, I actually like the pale crop top. We'll see. We'll see what we do with it. The thing is, I kind of want his skin to be the lightest color and the guns So I don't really want the crop top to be white. Can I zoom in just a little, camera? Are you gonna let me? Just a little. That was more than a little. We'll see. We will see. Gotta get the cape between his legs. Being extra, extra, extra careful. And the really hard bit is there's some cape. Camera, you motherfucker! I hate you. Ooh, I hate you, camera. When you're zoomed out, you behave way better, huh? Or not. It doesn't help that my skin is also super pale, so it just kind of ignores it. There's some cape in here. I gotta get to. And it is very difficult to get in here. But I am doing my best to do so. And be careful. Any mistakes I made can be cleaned up with Wraithbone. Okay. It ended up really patchy on this side. You can probably tell if I angle it towards the camera. So we're just gonna go over it again. That's why you want multiple coats. Just go over things twice. You can sort out patchiness like that. Okay, we will stop fussing with the cape now. I think it looks good. I guess there's kind of a border here that I have to try to get. That's annoying. Camera, I can see you, man, but you're gonna have to bear with me because this is a really hard angle to get. Always try, when you can, to turn the model. Don't turn your hand. It's way easier to get into hard to reach places from your, like, the position that's most comfortable for you, and not go out of your way to get some goofy angle. Okay. Alrighty, camera. Now we will focus again. So that is where we are. I feel like the back of the cape is now too dark though. Like if I made it the same color red, or maybe just slightly darker, but I didn't add that much black. I only added half a brush full to 4 red. We will complete him and then get back to that if I want to change it. Where's my black? It's like right here, right here, right here, right here. Do I have it out already? Oh, I do. I think we're gonna do his crop top black and just see what happens, because he's gonna have some other black details. His nails, his beak. So, we're gonna just make his crop top black and see. It's gonna be a light black, like almost more of a gray, really. Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. And at the end of the day, that's what's most important. We're also going to take this kind of really thin black and we're going to put it over his kind of beaky jaw. Just right over the skin tone that we painted on there earlier. Being careful not to hit the rest of his skin if we can. Because Kroot have a kind of beak, but only their bottom jaw is a beak. And it's kind of dark, it's kind of black. And we're going to hit all of his nails and stuff with that too. When we can, but he has his crop top. Oh god. A My Hero Academia character who kind of looks like that. I actually have no idea who that could be. Stain, perhaps? Razor? Maybe it's Razor. Have I ever painted with black 3.0? Stuff is nuts. No. Is that like some kind of Vanta black paint? That sounds a bit counterproductive as far as mini painting, scale models and stuff. You'd have no idea, you'd lose all the detail. Is Vanta black toxic? I didn't know that. He has like some bands and stuff in his quills that I'm gonna try to get with the black too. Just so they look a little different from the rest. Alrighty, I'm pretty happy with this so far. Okay, now we need to do the skull, his tummy. I was gonna get a shade for that. Where did it go? Is this it? This is Seraphim Sapia. /me drops Vanta black on Tanner's face. What the fuck? Seraphim Sapia. Onto your tummy, it will go. I didn't do his nails like I said I would. I don't really know what color I'm going to do the gun for. Tau weapons are traditionally white. So I guess we'll try to keep them at the very least a light color. Don't I have holy white somewhere? That'll tint it gray. Where'd it go? I thought I had it somewhere. Huh? I don't have it out, do I? No, I put it back. Is this it? That's it. Oh, I wanted to put Seraphim Sepia over the skull while I was at it. Where did I put it? It's right here. Tanner, you better be listening to the Freerin soundtrack, buddy. Just like me. It's on Spotify. I don't use Spotify? What the hell? What do you mean you don't use Spotify? Okay, then listen to it on YouTube. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Why not just listen to it? Okay. Now let's get the guns base coded. This is going to keep them a light color without them being primer colored and kind of pick out their details. Which is good. White is a hard color for these speed paint style paints to do, because the whole point is that they're kind of thin, so they shade the recesses while flowing off of the raised areas. But if you shade white, it always ends up just looking gray. So like it's just a really light gray color that they use for white, so this isn't truly white. But it works well for our purposes here, I think. Just making sure everywhere gets a coat. He's already got his wife, doesn't need the wife background music. It's peak! The Freerin OST is peak! What are you listening to while you're fishing a Final Fantasy, doofus? The dog tier Limsa fucking background? No. Listen to something good. Shit. Final Fantasy music. Nothing? You're a psycho. What? You are fishing in Final Fantasy 14, listening to nothing. Please tell me there are other people still here besides Tanner. I got the cutie stream pulled up? No way, this guy's a psychopath. Yeah, I think this is the right color to choose. I'm liking the way it's turning out. You think you fucking know a guy and he tells you he listens to nothing while he fucking plays video games. He listens to another man play League of Legends. A game that I might add, Tanner doesn't even like. That's insane. Many people are saying this. What, that you're insane? I'd fucking hope so. I'm liking the way he's turning out. I want to consult the box art, though. Okay, the box art has the front of the gun a light color and this part of the gun a dark color. It has some metallics picked out. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Hi, Connor. I guess I'll do the rest of his nails and such. I'll get the baby brush for that. Baby brush time. Car Wash Tanner was never this hateful. Car Wash Tanner was different, but I think it's because he was too tired. Tanner has changed for the more based, I fear. Daenerys didn't see the V Rising stream and it shows. Tanner fucking cast off his mask to show his true face long ago. He was comfortable saying some wild things. Goodbye, Peaky Pixie. Thanks for hanging out. Camera's behaving now, guys. Can you believe it? I can't. Teeny little fucking Kroot nails. The guns have some straps and stuff on them I want to make sure I get to. Yeah, do you think the camera was upset that I kept yelling at it? And it's fine now? I don't know what color Kroot's eyeballs are. We'll worry about that later. I think Tanner losing the toaster mic changed him. Das, you always reference events that are like 2 years old as if they were recent. Toaster Tanner has been dead for years. Toaster Tanner has been gone. Like, I literally do think it's been years. Hello, Kadru Mini. How you doing? Bro. Get some paint, please. There you go. bring it back. Toaster Tanner was very funny, but also, I don't want it back. Who's Toaster Tanner? It was Tanner when he had a dog shit microphone. Let's shake up his Wraithbone a little bit. The fuck is Toaster Tanner? It was Tanner, I believe, when he had really bad mic. Remember when he would fall into caves? His microphone used to, like, make it sound like he was falling off a cliff. Like, he'd be talking, and then he would, like, really quickly sound like he was descending and getting really far away. I am cleaning up with some Wraithbone right now. And because I am cleaning up, I am applying it relatively thickly, though not too thick. You want to be careful, as always. You want to be careful. But like that red I got on his bicep, I'm just going to put on there and smooth out a little bit. But this paint is far more opaque than the paints I've been using, so it should cover them really quickly. And it's the same color as the primer. So I just go over it again with the original color, and it was like the mistake never happened. I guess for the gun, it says do the back half a dark color, so I guess we'll do that in black as well. What exactly is the back half of this gun? Okay, now I understand. And then after we finish cleanup, we'll do metallics, and then he'll be done. For the most part. I love this guy and his gun-wielding swag. Yeah, when we built him, I had the option to give him a sword in his offhand instead of the other gun, and we decided to give him 2 guns. Because I don't actually play games with my figures, so it doesn't matter that he has an illegal kit. His loadout is illegal. You cannot run this. But I don't play games. I just paint. So I could have my guy with the goofy-ass 2-gun swag. Who wouldn't want to run 2 guns in a game? Well, it's because one of them is a long rifle and the other one's like a fucking PDW. So, like, it doesn't make any sense how he could have both of these and operate them both. Get back to me if you figure out how to shoot a PDW and a long gun at the same time, though, because that sounds awesome. I'd love to see it. I am trying to get in between his fingers. Come on. Come on. Almost. Nice. GW's never heard of a sling. Do you see a sling on this guy, Tanner? Motherfucker. Point out the sling on either of these fucking laser guns. Then put one These guns were scavenged off corpses. I don't think the Kroot can even build laser guns. I don't even know how technologically advanced they are as a species. Just making sure I don't miss anywhere. Everywhere gets a coat of black in the back of this gun. That looks way better already, is having that black there. It pulls your eyes up from the bottom of the model. And the other gun needs the same treatment. I'm sure someone could MacGyver something like that. Yeah, you could definitely like model whatchamacallit, a sling using green stuff or something. I've seen people do it, but I'm not that kind of hobbyist. I am, I would say, a barely above entry-level painter. Like, if you start at 0, I would say my skills are probably a 4. And my modeling skills are a 0. That would be, like, sculpting skills, rather. And me saying I'm a 4 isn't like me shitting on myself or anything. I'm just being realistic. It's not to like, and I hope none of y'all are discouraged saying like you think my stuff's really good and I think I'm a 4. It's just the ceiling is a really, really high for this thing. But I think even a 4 looks really good. Like, I'm always happy with my paint jobs. But I know that I could be so much better. And that's okay. This means I have a lot of growth to do. Excuse me again. I don't know why I'm sneezing today. Actually, you know what? It is pollen. There are bushes that have flowers in my apartment complex. I don't know what kind of bushes. And it looks more like a cactus flower than an actual flower, but they had something that bloomed yesterday. I left my apartment, and there were a lot of things bloomed out there, actually. So I think actually it is pollen. Something out there bloomed that wasn't there the other day. And I'm for real, no cap on that. It's so funny, doing black like this is usually the last thing that you'll do, because black is a very unforgiving color, and it's usually, on most models, the little detail bit. It's like the spot color, almost. And it's usually I end with like black and metallics. But just putting the black on and just like blocking the rest of the model out makes such a gigantic difference. It's crazy every time I do it. Okay, metallics, eyeballs, and then besides his base, he's done. Get you some Benadryl, it'll help you sleep. That's a good point. So there's a strap on both guns. I don't know what color I want to do it. I think I'm going to do it the light leather, the hardened leather, instead of the dark color. Podcasters, I summon you home. What's going on with everybody? see the Hat Man? I don't really want to. I take pills so I don't see the Hat Man, actually. I'm going to be pretty careful with this. If you want some light allergy over-the-counter stuff, loratadine is great. I have a Zyrtec, which is not light anti-allergy. It is the I'm gonna feel dry for 2 days anti-allergy. If I feel bad enough, I'll take it, but I'm trying to avoid doing so. If at all possible. Because it really does dry me out for like 2 full days. You've gotten sick? No! Well, it was really rainy there, Connor, right? Was it all the rain? Was it all the rain? You've been there a while, so I guess it kind of makes sense that if you got sick, I mean, you'd get sick eventually. Well, not really. You and Landon are the only people who I swear can't go 5 weeks without getting sick. And I'm not really sure exactly what it is. But there's something going on with you guys. There's a couple pieces on the gun that I didn't hit with the gray. That's better. Trying to make sure I get every angle of these little ties. That's good enough. Okay. Now it is metallics time. I think I'm going to do some golds and some silvers. So, as is normal, I have that one... Where is it? Broadsword silver. We'll get this gold. Where's my broadsword? Is it still out here somewhere? Or did I put it back? Is this it? Polished silver? You'll do. Tanner's blood is acidic to any virus or bacteria? On what grounds? Why would his be that way? Yoo-hoo? There are far worse things to make your blood acidic than yoo-hoo. Let's be for real, for real. The guns have these little orbs on them that are gold. They're the little Tau insignia. So I will make sure to pick these out. The lower of the guns also has a little charm on it that I will make gold. It's also whenever I paint, I get sniffly. You guys know this. Anything else that I want to make gold? He has little buckles on his leather, like, leg braces, but I think I might make those silver. He doesn't have that much metal on him. I don't paint minis, but I do crafts. Pause. That's some very good covering. Wait, the gold? Covering for the gold, yes? Dusk Fox? Yeah, the gold. This is Army Painter's Speed Paint Metallic. Come on, camera. There you go. Glittering Loot. For instance, I didn't use much of it. But, like, there it is on the gun. At the end there. That's one coat. Applied semi-thickly. I guess it's already thinned in the bottle. These are speed paints. But the speed paint metallics are really good, all of them. They all have super good coverage. The gold and the silver. Yeah, I hear that as a common issue among many people with metallic paints, me included, but I haven't had any issue with these speed paint metallics, the speed paint 2.0. Because we are now going to put silver over that really dark brown on his leggings and see how well it covers. Because he has little buttons. Yeah. Like, that basically covers in one coat over that. Which is crazy. Because in the shadows, this brown is nearly black. And the silver covers instantly. I'll let you guys see it. Yep. See? One coat over that brown. Major Miracle, thank you for gifting Camellia. He also has a belt buckle that I'm going to be brave and try to pick out in silver. And some of the fucking Freerin tracks where she's fucking goofing around or is playing, so you know it's gonna go really well when I try to do this. Well, it went well, so who am I to say? I think the scopes on the guns can be silver as well, so we'll do that. While being a little careful with it and angling it however we need it to. I know you guys can't see, I have it low right now. These metallics flow super well while also having insane coverage. A lot of people, like mini painting people that I follow on YouTube, have started using them for all of their metallics because they just are so good. They flow super well and have insane coverage, and that's really what you want for any paint, for the most part. I just want to get some metallics up on the higher areas in the model, so we'll do it here on the scope. The metallic bits in the paint, you know, the metallic part, also aren't super thick or flaky. Like, you don't see them really when it's dry. The paint is shiny, but not in a really yucky way. I missed gold on the side of the small gun. Right here on this orb. And I think once we do his eyeballs, that just about covers it. His eyes are fucking minuscule, though. I know we always end up doing yellow eyes, but yellow eyes are just really striking. Metallics are always super fun, yeah, because you get to, they make a really big difference, just having them done. Yeah, we always do yellow eyes, because yellow is just such a, it just really pops. So, as normal, it's our Imperial Fist. So, we will try not to fucking spill it today. It's okay if you kind of flood eye sockets with paint, because it kind of sorts itself out. You don't want to, like, fucking flood it, but, like, if the whole eye gets kind of watery, it'll dry up. Okay, guys. Here's pop quiz time. What color did I use for the rocks on the Tyranid bases? Do we remember? Does anyone remember? The rocks on the Tyranid bases. It's a quiz time. Somebody knows. You put peanut butter on them, but that's not the rocks. Oh my god, Ari knows. Ari knows. Good job, Ari. It's Gravelord Grey. And we're just gonna put it all over the rock on the base. It's kind of a concrete color. It dries really dark in the recesses too, but really light on top. So it makes a good rock color. I think the whole point is that it's supposed to be like a gravestone color, which hence the graveyard gray. So that's what we're going to use for his little rock. Did you guys notice the camera started cooperating? What the hell is that about? I probably jinxed it now, but like, why did it suddenly just start working? I didn't touch any settings. I think it might be there's a very specific zoom where it autofocuses well. A very specific zoom. And I think we found it, whatever zoom this is. So maybe I just never touch the zoom again, and it'll stay perfectly focused forever. Right? Where's Tyrion? Tyrion, come put Clueless in chat. I need Clueless. I think there's a few places where I could do with his skin tone again, because I remember when I was cleaning up, I was waiting for the Wraithbone to dry, and now I can put it back over. Thank you, Tyrion. Because look how good the camera's behaving. It's staying in focus, it looks nice and crisp. I'd ask Tanner to put the Clueless in chat, but I don't know if Tanner has Clueless. Wait, isn't that a better TTV? So Tanner would have it, wouldn't he? Oh, I'm a goofball. There's a really obvious detail I missed. Like a really obvious one. He has quills on his arms. And I didn't do them. Yeah, I'm a little goofy for that. Where's my Gorgrunta for Gorgrunta? There it is. Okay, baby brush, this is your time, alright? Be really careful now. Fuck's sake. He has quills that match the ones on his head. And he has them on his wrists. So I'm trying to pick them out. Nobody would notice if I didn't, but I would. I think also he has a ring on. I just noticed those bottles have a cute little paint tray at the top. Yeah, but also those are the bottles you fucking tip over and they spill everywhere. They're awful. They hold less paint than this, and they're twice the price, and you fucking spill them. You'll never spill a dropper bottle, ever. It's impossible. He has 2 rings. There we go, now those are done. Well, I have some more of his skin color back on the palette. There are a couple places I want to go over a couple more times, at least, like 1 or 2 more times. Just to reinforce some of the color. But he's always going to be a bit washed out because that's just the color we chose for him. But I think some of the other ones are going to be more vibrant. Camera, you were doing well, buddy. I knew I'd fucking jinx you. But also, I haven't turned a funny way, so that might be part of it. That's looking better. There's a couple more places. It loves the Citadel pot? Yeah, it does. I don't know if Kroot have pupils. What do we think the answer is on that? Maybe for my purpose, the answer is no. They don't. Because I really don't want to dot the pupil in an eye that is that small. There's no glue today. It loves the glue. Yeah, it does love the glue. It loves the green lid. Well, he's done. I think he looks really good. I'm really happy with him, actually. I want to do the peanut butter today. On him, at least. At least on him, we'll do the peanut butter. So we can see what a completely finished guy looks like. Which means peanut butter time. Where's our peanut butter brush? As I say every time we do this with the peanut butter, always, always, always use a brush you know you are never, ever using again. Ever. Because this brush is no good for painting now. Because it's covered in peanut butter particles. The peanut butter hardens. It's really gritty. It's basically a kind of a glue that has a lot of sand and dirt and stuff in it. It dries in a texture that resembles dirt. So it makes it look like he's standing on ground. It looks like peanut butter, but it's way too gritty. But the full jar especially looks like peanut butter. So we just get a bit of it on the base, and then we'll clean out our peanut butter brush and kind of spread it around. Crunchy or smooth? It's definitely would be crunchy. But like if you look inside here, it really looks like peanut butter. It's got a pretty long working time as long as it's not spread out really thin. So you can just kind of put a lot of it on the base and then kind of poke it around. But again, this brush is not good for anything ever again, besides being a peanut butter spreader. Which honestly means it's more specialized than my other brushes, so maybe it has a better life now. Your mama gave you peanut butter sandwiches when you were a kid, and now you're incredibly fucked up? Yeah. If she used this, yeah. That would do it. I'm not worried about this getting on the rock, because that kind of is fine. But I am worried about this getting on his feet. So around his feet, I'm going to be super duper extra careful. There should be enough on the base now to completely cover it. I just have to make sure I push it around. If a little gets on his feet, that's okay. We'll just chalk it up to being dirt and grime because he's been trapezing around barefoot, as Xeno scum are wont to do. But I want to make sure not to get it all the way up, like on his fucking thighs and stuff. That's goofy. The main thing with the peanut butter is you just don't want to leave any of the base showing. That's the main thing. It'll sort itself out as long as you cover it the way you want. No matter how thick you put it on there, it'll dry eventually. For anyone who wants to know what this stuff actually is, this is Vallejo texture paste, specifically the brown earth. Vallejo texture paste, brown earth. If you can believe it, it is not actually called peanut butter. All right. We will now close up the peanut butter so it doesn't dry out. Will it dry to this shade? Yeah, if you want to see what it looks like dry, for reference, this rat. This rat has the peanut butter on its base. And you can tell that it has texture and it's that same color. It darkens up a little bit, but it mostly stays this color. I think I will now take my paper towel and kind of clean up the base rim just a little bit because we got a little bit too much peanut butter on parts of it. I don't care if my base rims are super clean. Sometimes I'll just paint right over peanut butter that I get overspill on. But it only takes a second to make sure it's not too bad. And then you guys know what happens next. We do the base rim. We paint the base rim black. And I'm partial to painting base rims black. Some people do goblin green, like the classic 80s style. Some people like to do brown. Some people like to do whatever they want. I'm partial to black. I'm kind of traditional that way. I have a matte black paint that is very opaque that I will use for this purpose. And I will thin it almost to not at all. I will just get water in my brush, and then I will paint the base rim black. Usually you need a couple coats. Oh, the Freerun OST is looped. I'm back at the Freerun theme. Not the opening, the theme. They're different. I know my hand is going to be in the way, but I need to hold this guy steady off of the painting handle. But you're only missing me painting this base rim. You can actually see it, kind of, if camera would focus on something that's not my fucking paint. There you go. Yeah, the thing is, the camera will manual focus on something that I tap on that's in its field of view as long as it's not zoomed in too much, but it doesn't stay that way. The second I move, it changes what it's focusing on. And just doing this, doing the base rim, and then putting some grass tufts, like transforms this guy. Every time I paint a base rim black, I feel so accomplished because it really does frame it. People like to call it the picture frame at the end. A painting can look really good, but it's not, like, putting it in a frame really, like, caps it off and really changes the way it feels. And then we'll put the tufts on. Putting the tufts on also tends to really change the way something feels. Alrighty. The one thing I am bad about, my habits are usually pretty good. I don't have my brushes sitting in water. I always close up my paint so they don't dry out. The one thing that I am bad about specifically is changing my paint water, especially after using metallics. There are a ton of metallic flakes and stuff in my water right now that I am just not... I should have changed it, but I didn't. If you put your tufts down when the paste is still kind of wet like this, they'll also dry in the paste, which tends to be good for them as far as making sure they stick. Or my dark green tufts. Ooh, I am almost out. It's a good thing Cerulean ordered me some new ones. So I am almost out of dark green tufts. Alrighty. I will wait just a minute for the base rim to dry a little bit more so I can put him back on the handle so we can see him better. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. He turned out really good. He looks the way he should, I think. There's one thing that I'm thinking about changing that didn't turn out the way I was imagining, so I might change it. But otherwise... Come on, camera, you can do it. Not this. If I move those, will you do it? What about if I go here, and then here? Fuck you. Fuck you, camera. I really tried. I really tried to give you a chance. But yeah, here he is. He's looking good. The thing I'm thinking about changing, I found that this ended up trending towards too black. The cape lining trended too black instead of red. I wanted it to be a darker red, but not that dark. So I might paint over that and try to get it to be red without that dark. And we'll do it now. It's never too late to change something. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. It's not a big detail. Well, it's big surface area, but it's not complex. So I just have to get a couple coats of Wraithbone over it. And then maybe even 3 coats, because Wraithbone's really light. And then we can just fix it. It's not a big deal. I'm not even going to call this a mistake. It's a choice that didn't end up panning out. And that's okay. So we're just going to paint over it with Wraithbone, which is the same color it was before we painted it. It'll take a couple coats. And we'll just go over it again. And the great thing about this is any mistake we make, if I touch anything with this Wraithbone, it doesn't matter, because Wraithbone is what everything was when I started. So I can just go over it with the color that I ended up with. It's going to be super patchy because it's a really light color going over a really dark one. So we're definitely going to have to make sure to do a couple coats. Probably 3 would be my guess. But let something dry completely before you go over it again. I'm not as worried about getting this bit because the part in here is really in shadow. So when looking at the mini dead on, it just reads as black no matter what goes in here. So I'm not going to worry about the base coat too much inside here. And you see how patchy it looks? Don't worry, it'll fix. It'll fix. We just have to make sure to get a solid coat at the end. And the only way to do that is by going over something a lot. And I just thin it down with a little bit of water on my palette. You guys haven't really been seeing me do it because you can't see my palette, but I'm dipping it here in the paint, and I have some here on my palette that I've thinned that I'm adding to as I go. And I don't want this to, I do want it to be a completely covered base coat, and I would love it to be really great and uniform, but I'm not really worried about it if it's not, because these guys specifically are very, they're like, you know, they're alien ragamuffins, you know? It's okay if their cloak looks a bit beat, because it is beat. He's a fucking alien. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I almost kind of like it this color. Have it red on the outside and this tan on the inside. Anyone else kind of liking this? And because our coats are pretty thin, it dries fast. There's a couple of hard to reach places that I want to make sure we get. At least a semi-decent coat on. And I'm noticing that I am getting this on the gun, but that is okay, because we know what color the gun ended up being, and that was black. So I just have to put this tan, or the black, back over that part, and that's okay. Because the base coat here that's getting put on it is the exact color of the undercoat. Which is why I bought this, because I can fix mistakes like this really easy. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that, actually. Maybe a really light sandy color? Maybe. But it's really high contrast this way. You know, who was it? Who said they were fucking with the tan crop top? I ended up liking the crop top a dark color, but I think the tan cape actually kind of works. And I will just get some of the black back out while we're talking. It adds contrast that the overall scheme needed. It needed that lightness. Yeah, he's wearing a crop top, and I painted it black, and I stick with that decision. But I do think having this tan color on the cape is, I kind of fuck with it. I feel like his eyes should be a dark color so that they're more obvious. Anyone else feel that? Because, like, looking at him now, his eyes are hard to see. I think the yellow base coat is fine. Black sclera? That's gonna be so fucking hard to do. Oh my god, I'm about to throw up. Games Workshop, what's wrong with you? Ooh, we are shaky. Let's try a different position and not be shaky. Well, I did alright on one, and then not alright on another. So if I'm quick about it, where is it? I can try to get some paper towel in there. But again, it's not a big deal because I have the color that all of this stuff was at the start, and I can just paint over all of it. So now I just have to clean up. The eyeball is now black, I just have to clean up. Which is easier said than done. I'm trying to clean up an alien cheekbone that is about 1 millimeter wide. I find sometimes to keep my hands steady, it helps to brace my wrists against each other this way. And I know you guys aren't going to be able to fucking see what's happening here because this thing is so small. I'm having to bring it so close, to bring my face so close. Oh, camera focused. Congrats on graduating. College or high school grad cat? Out of curiosity, not judgment. Yeah, I am holding my breath as well, like a fucking sniper. College? Let's go. I graduated college long ago now, but it's funny. Even now my hands won't stop shaking even when I'm like getting paint out of the pot. Your muscles just kind of start spasming from staying so tense. I might just paint this whole area over and just try to get the eyeball again. I need to be careful not to put too much paint on. Can't wait to use your art degree for absolutely nothing. I relate, because I have an English degree, and look what I'm doing right now, at 28 years young. I will wait for that to dry, and then I will go over it all again. I might just settle on giving them black eyes, because those stand out against their light skin. At least we didn't study theater. I don't think there's any shame in any area of study. I wish the world was a way that those of us who did study the liberal arts, there was a place for us. I just wish there was a place for us. We should be allowed to study these things and have discernible paths that aren't, okay, now go back and teach what you just learned to other people, so then they can teach. Like, it's like, how far does that pipeline go? How far does it go? So someone teaches me with their English degree to teach English, and then I teach someone else to teach English. Like, how far does it go? You know? How far does it go? Okay. Take 2. Right eyeball. That was... We might just have to say that's good enough, what I just did. And just make the other eyeball match. Because now his eye socket's kind of dark. And maybe I just make the other one match. And give him like some under eyeliner. I'm sweating so much doing this. This is always the worst part. It's not very fun to paint eyeballs. It's also not a skill that you can easily accrue. Come on, motherfucker, stop shaking. Like, he has eyebrows, but now he doesn't have cheekbones. But maybe that's okay. From far away, he looks fine, and that's what matters. No one's going to be looking at him as far as on hair POV, yeah. I do want to try to pick out his eyebrow a little bit more. It disappeared just a little bit. Actually, did he... Does he even have much of one on that side? A little bit. I'll try to pick it back out. While I wait for that to dry, we will talk. And then I will empty my water. And I don't know how many more of these guys we can do. This guy took forever, guys. I'm really happy with him, but maybe we'll do a Kroot Hound instead of doing a whole nother guy. Because it's already been almost 3 hours, right? You thought that's a bug on my thumb? It's paint. It's paint. 3 hours well spent, but look at the result. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. He looks very good. I'm just gonna go in on this eyeball and put some skin tone there where you can see the primer color. And then he'll be done. I think halfway through I started using a different color for his skin, but it turned out. So I swapped from using maggot skin at the start to using malignant green halfway through, and I didn't notice. So he's malignant green now. His eyes are so small, I can barely even see where it is anymore. I was right on the color choices for the cape and the under cape. I'd hope so. I'd hope my decisions are right. There's never any wrong choices, but when I try to make a scheme that looks good, and I would hope that it looks good in the end. So his right eye is wet right now, so it looks different. It would be y'all's left. It has some brown drying, but here he is. He looks like this. The Farstalker, the Kroot Farstalker Kinband leader. I don't remember what he's called, what his rank is. He looks really good. I'm really happy with him, especially from like this. For you guys, it would be like this far away. Tabletop. All the imperfections disappear from this far away. you can just make out the broad colors. There he is. Oh, I didn't show you guys because they turned out whack. I put some decals on my Imperial fists. You can see the fist on his shoulder there. It's really reflective. Well, it's not that reflective. It turned out okay. It's hard to see on camera. It's a little scuffed. This is probably the best one. I'm okay with the way they turned out. This one tore, and I just kind of rolled with it because it still looks cool. It tore in the center horizontally. There's only one that I'm not that happy with. It settled in a way that I didn't notice until it was too late. It's slightly too low. It is slightly too low. But it's okay. They ended up okay. Are these the fabled $30 stickers? Yeah, the sheet of 60 of these cost $35. I mean, technically it has 1,000, but it only has like 60 of these ones, which you will need a lot of. I have sheets that look like, where are they? This. I already used all of them. I have no more of the fist iconography for shoulder pads. Your cat says hi. Hello, cat. Okay. Well, that's him done. Let's do a Kroot Hound, shall we? Little baby Kroot Hound. But before we start, I'm gonna change my paint water, so I will be right back. Guys, what do I eat for dinner? I want to go out for dinner. Where am I going? Think on that. Okay, I'm back. I better have some very compelling answers. Or I might just be pissed. I might be pissed. Wendy? I had Wendy yesterday. That's good though. I love Wendy. Popeyes? I had Popeyes 2 days ago. What color am I making this guy? Let's do this camo cloak. He'll be kind of darker than the other guy. I should have gotten a new paper towel while I was up. Oh well. I'll just flip this one around so it's a little bit less grody. Local Chinese place. Chipotle. Good options. There's a Chipotle not too far from where I am. It's not a local Chinese place, but I could get Panda. Options. I don't know any super local Chinese place near me. Is this camo cloak? Oh, this is really dark on the palette. Okay. I'm kind of liking it though. They're like orange chicken? Yeah. We're just gonna pick a spot and just start blocking it out. For those of you who weren't here when I explained it, so the paints I'm using are Army Painter speed paints and Games Workshop contrast paints. And these paints very specifically are supposed to give you highlights and shadows by themselves. So I'll show you in just a second when I'm done blocking this. So like you can see on this how much it's settling in the recesses there, how it's light and dark at once. I really love these paints for that reason. I don't have to think too much about layering or doing anything crazy. I just have to put the paint. It's like a color. It turns painting, and some people don't like this. The really high level painters don't like this, but it turns painting into like a coloring book or like a paint by numbers, where I just pick the color I want and then I just block it in, and that's all I gotta do. It removes a lot of the skill expression because I'm not layering up an acrylic paint, but I don't really care about a lot of that stuff. So I just want my color to go on and it to look good, something that I'm happy with in the end. And these paints do that for me with little fuss. A lot of people, especially on the, I would say the low to mid tier painters, swear by these paints. Contrast paints from GW and Army Painter's Speed paints. Especially the Army Painter Speed Paints 2.0, which y'all were gracious enough to gift me the entire fucking 92 paints in the set. I don't really know what this guy looks like. He has a harness, but it's hard to make out exactly. Some of the details a little soft. I don't know where the harness stops and starts. We'll figure that out later. I think it goes around his neck here, which means that this is skin. Yeah, this guy's a lot darker, but I want them to have a bunch of varied tones. I want some of them to be light green, some of them to be dark green, some of them to be neutral green, some of them to lean more blue. I've said it a few times now, but for people who've missed it in other streams, the Kroot are an alien species who control their own evolutionary paths via ingesting the genetic material of other species. So, like, this thing isn't just a dog, it's a Kroot that's shaped like a dog. So it's the same species as the guy we just painted. But, like, it has dog parts instead of humanoid parts. In that way, they're eerily similar to the Tyranids, but a little different. The Tyranids have complete genetic, like, control of their species, whereas the Kroot can just influence it via eating. I want to look at the box art here in a second to make sure that I've understood his harness. The thing that will unify them is I'm going to try to use the same colors for the leathers on them, the same colors for their quills, the same metallics will help unify them as a unit. Box. Kroot Hound harness. Yes, I am understanding it correctly. In fact, I was drawing the line too early. Okay. It's less of a harness and more of a saddle. I was misunderstanding where it fashions around him. It fashions around him behind his forelegs, and it doesn't go around his neck at all. it kind of looked like there was a strap there, but they have like a weird skin flap alien thing. So, yeah, that's what that is. Not a strap. Just making sure I don't leave any primer showing anywhere, that I'm painting them all up. Camera, you motherfucker. Show us the box? Okay. Here's the box. You can see the Kroot Hound right there. Camera will kind of focus on them. There they are. So they have theirs kind of light colored, but it doesn't really matter. Because these are my Kroot Hounds, and I get to paint them however I want. I do think I'm going to make them darker towards the bases of their limbs to give some... Because they don't have a lot of details like the other guys do. So I'm going to try to add some color variation by making the bottom half of their limbs darker than the tops. So they'll just get, the bottom half of the limbs will just get an extra coat. They're feetsies. Camera! There it goes. We're still zoom that. Where's that one brown I took out? Not dark wood, not hardened leather. Was it satchel brown? There was another, like a red. I kind of want a red brown. Maybe it is satchel brown. Oh, burnished red. That's what I wanted. Yeah, this is the color I want. I love brown. Brown is so fun. It's such a fun color to paint. Because there's so many different kinds of browns, and it always looks good. And because most of the things that end up being brown are always so fun to paint, things that have a lot of texture. Like leather. Leather's really fun to paint because it has all these nooks and crannies for the paint to flow into. So it always looks good when you fucking put it on. It takes almost no effort, and it looks so good. These brown speed paints of any brown color always look good. Gray, too. These speed paints generally are just really, really good. That gray that we used on the guns, they call it white, but a speed paint can't really be white. For reasons we discussed. But like that holy white, also super good. Looked super good for so little effort. It shaded the guns while like keeping the light shade that they had. Oh, I guess these guys had a belly that I needed to paint the same color. That's what that is. Shit, I'll go back over it. Wait a sec. Box art, consulting. Beep, 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 beep. Fuck. Okay, Wraithbone. Time to fix mistakes. I'm watching your stream on speaker, and my mom just asked why people spend thousands on painting figurines. It's over. I mean, I was gonna say, I don't think I have thousands of dollars worth. That would be a lie. I think at this point I definitely do. Well, Mom, people do it because it's fun. Some people write, some people go to the gym, some people go to bars. I paint little miniatures. Nah, Chumfies buy it for me. You have no idea how many I have before I opened up a throne. No idea. It's just a hobby. It's fun. It's something to spend my time on, rather. I covered his skin with the brown. So I fix. And while I'm at it, I will fix his tummy. His tummy got turned green. He has a tummy like the other guys. The little dinosaur, like, plated belly. Dare I ask how many? I'll fix the camera in a second. How many minis I have? I mean, I'm not sure if I've ever taken pictures of all the ones I have in my closet that are up on shelves. It's a lot. Like a lot. Like, I have hundreds. I have hundreds and hundreds. Camera, please, man, please. I beg of you to not focus on the grid. Some of them are 3D printed though, so it's slightly cheating. Not all of them were purchased with money. Some of them were created through technology. Right now I'm just trying to get a good base coat of this color on his tummy so that I can make it look like the other guy's tummy. Because I went over it in green. Oops. I will say that is good enough for now. Speaking of money and back to the dinner thing, would I like a little Panda Express food hack that's going around? Do I dare ask? What are you talking about? What do you mean by that? If you buy a $30 gift card, you get a free bowl, which is a side and an entree, but you can just send the gift card to yourself. So if you go to Panda a lot, it would add up. You'd get $30 for, you'd already be spending the $30, 'cause let's imagine that you'll be going to Panda again. anyway, and you get a free entree and bowl. Wakaru, wakaru. I understand. Okay, well that is drying. Actually, no, I could get a better coat than that. Camera, are you gonna... Okay. Motherfucker. Okay. Don't worry, guys. I'll fix it. Don't worry. Okay. Now I need Gorgruntifer again. Oh, he's going on a little spin there. That was fun that stayed up just then. I don't have any near me, but also literally no good Chinese food either. Cries in Mexican. I don't know anything about Mexican restaurant culture. Do you guys have a lot of different cultural food there? Don't get him started? Why not? Maybe I want to hear about it. Camera, please. What if I... Oh! Did it work? Oh! It's really trying. Good job, camera. I know you're trying, buddy. Fuck, it's focusing in and out. I can see you in my peripheral camera. I can see you. Camera, don't forget I'm the one who plugs you in, buddy. I plug you in. I give you the infinite battery juice. I give you a nice home. You're not overworked. Maybe you are now. Because I'm going to start streaming every day. Don't forget it. Every day, 5 p.m. Pacific. I'm painting while it's out of focus and knowingly doing it. I'm bad. Fucking amateur. You're painting out of focus, even though you know. Why won't you fix it? My bad. Camera. Okay. This Gorgruntifer really doesn't want to close. I gotta like fucking bear down on it with my whole fucking palm. Fucking Games Workshop paint pots. The worst paint pots in the market. They're the only one that use paint pots like this. No one else. No other company is stupid enough to use paint pots like that. Only GW. And there was something astronomically wrong for them to keep doing it. Surely it makes them more money somehow, or they wouldn't do it. Either it would cost too much to do dropper bottles, or they want people to spill their paint so that they buy more. Truly the only option. God damn it, camera. That was like 3 accents in 1 minute. I'm clapping. I wasn't trying to do 3 different ones. I'm not very good at accents in it. Where's Seraphim Sapia? Where did it go? There it is. Are they all going to be mini painting streams? No. But I'm not much of a variety gamer. Starting May 16th, World of Warcraft, my favorite game, is having a very large event called the Missa Pandaria Remix. And I'm going to definitely be playing and streaming that a lot come that time. You done leveling? I'm gonna be leveling again in Missa Pandaria Remix. Yeah, and any of y'all who are also playing or would like to play, we'd like to start a guild as like a community, which would be really fun. Clueless, I get to level twice? Tyrion, what are you talking about? What was the shaman for? The Troll Heritage Armor quests. Box art time again. Oh, box art. What are their beaks? Okay, both their top and bottom beaks are colored, okay. One for my own guild, and then another for the Chumfi guild? Oh, yeah. But it's okay, Tyrion. Leveling in Missa Pandaria Remix is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be both accelerated and interesting. Can Blizzard pull it off? We both know they can't, but we'll hope. We'll hope and pray. With our little souls, our little minds. Camera, you motherfucker! I'll beat your ass. Oh my god, you will not live through the day, camera. You will not live through the day. I see you focusing on the Seraphim Sapia pot. I see you. You're not even fucking stealthy with it. I'm painting his nails. Let the record show. But I am painting his nails. So what do I imagine having a girlfriend or a daughter is like painting nails? With my shaky ass man hands. Aren't used to painting something like that. Though honestly, maybe I'd be really good at painting nails because I'd have a lot of experience painting, and a fingernail is actually bigger than the things I'm used to painting. Guys, I know I made the other guy's eyes black, but I'm kind of regretting it already. I think I needed to do something different, because making this guy's eyes black is going to be yucky. This guy's eyes being yellow would actually be really epic. Put it on the boyfriend resume? But a con is I spend all of my money painting on mini painting supplies. I asked my dad to paint my nails when I was 5 because I saw him paint. He did it for me. That's so cute. Boop. Boop. Wait a second, I did his eyes first try perfectly. Am I just the best who ever lived? Get a Warhammer girlfriend and head towards financial ruin together in mental illness and health. True! No time to cheat, green flag? You know I'd never be cheating. Hell no. You think I'd ever find another woman who would put up with this hobby? Guys, he's done. If you can believe it. It took me 2.5 hours to do this guy, and then I did the Kroot Hound in like fucking 15 minutes. But look how fun they look next to each other. Wow. Guys, I'm so happy with this. Camera? I know you're happy, camera, and you'd love to show it off, right? Thank you. Wow. He looks great. And the Kroot Hounds are really simple, but they're gonna look really good in the group. With everyone together. I think he has a couple areas I'd like to make metallic, though. Like, he has a... The Kroot Hound has a bracelet. Where's my gold? Where'd my gold go? It's somewhere. Here's silver. Where's my gold? Gold? Gold! There it is. And I'll use that burnished red on some of the leather details and some of the other guys, so the Kroot Hound's leather won't look so out of place. I'll have burnished red, satchel brown, and hardened leather be my browns for this. But yeah, he has a bracelet that I'm going to make gold real quick. It's around his, like, ankle. Doggy ankle bracelet. He's getting a little fucking... A little goofy with it. Little doggy with a fucking... Dog with an ankle bracelet. Do you think he's on probation? And he has a little, a few spots in his spines that have little bands and stuff that I'm just going to cover with black like I did on the other guy. So they're picked out, but they're not like a focal point. You know, something about streaming, committing to streaming every weekday, I don't feel bad that I'm about to turn off stream. Because I know I'm going to be back tomorrow. For sure. Yo, he looks awesome. This was so quick and he looks so great. There was a spot I missed with the gold. Don't worry, guys. I know you can't see anything. I know it's awesome and you can't see fucking anything. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. Doggy! Thank you, camera, you behaved. Look, dog. I really like this red-brown satchel color. Oh, there's a spot I missed. He has a little trinket, a little triangle trinket, just like the other guy on his gun. I don't know what this triangle's about, but he has a little trinket. I'll pick it out. Don't worry, I got you. I would never leave your trinket unpainted. I would never make it leather colored. It's a little Dorito trinket. Yeah, I should have left the other guy's eyes yellow, because these actually look really good. Shit. I'll fix that off stream at some point. Yeah, there's the trinket. And he's got his little ankle bracelet. He looks epic. I'm sure I'll do one of the others with their skin this color too. Yeah. My ring always gets all turned around when I'm painting. That's awesome. I can't believe I got his eyes first try. They're both yellow. Perfectly. And this guy's, I fucked up so bad I fucking made them black. I might not even redo this guy's eyes. It's not a big deal. But the hound, he can have yellow eyes. Well, there's a little doggy. One day we'll get back to Tyranids, but right now I think I'm having fun painting Kroot. But we will get back to the fucking metric ton of Tyranids that we have. We'll chip away at that over a long period of time. And maybe we'll bring out some of the other things, like on my fucking pile of shame. Like, you guys have never seen this. I didn't assemble this on stream. You have seen it, but like some of the Adeptus Arbites that I don't have painted. Bring out some of the backlog as well. No framing the base? Not on stream, I think. What, do you want me to do it? Do you really want me to get the peanut butter out and do everything again? Because I really don't wanna. Because I'm really hungry. And it's in 3.5 hours. Ooh, I'm dying. Ooh, nope. I'll do it off stream. Next time you see the doggy, he might have a base. He might have a base. The gray closet, not all of it's gray, but yeah, a lot of it's gray. Managed to drop by before you finished, yay. Yeah, everybody who stopped by, thank you. Let's check and see if there's someone to raid, as is customary. I try to remember to do that. But before I get up from my seat, is there any paint that I'm leaving open? The answer is no. So I am now going to go to my computadora. Oh. I'm all disheveled from looking down. Hazumi live? Oh, well, that's what we're doing. No glasses? I don't need them to paint. I don't need my glasses close up. Everybody, thank you for coming. We're gonna read Hazumi, the VTuber Hazumi. Bye. Bye. Major Miracle, thanks for gifting. Minty Honey, thank you for first time chatting right at the end. I appreciate you lurking. Appreciate you lurking, Minty Honey. If you're a new sub or a re-up sub, don't forget you can join the sub-only Discord by connecting your Twitch account to your Discord account in the connection settings of Discord. Like that. Yup. Go say hi to Hazumi. Everyone thinks it was a fun stream. I'm really proud of what we did today. It was fun. Here's the screen. Bye.